What are we expecting then, Matt? What are you and the team expecting? What are you going to be focused on?
Yeah, I think us generally the street is expecting another beat and raise from Nvidia. I guess there are really key numbers here of what they say about revenue for the quarter that's finished, but also the forward quarter. So they guided to about $24 billion of revenue in the quarter they're going to report, which is about 240% growth year on year. So it's a huge amount of expansion. The market's positioned just slightly ahead of that, maybe kind of somewhere between $24.5 and $25 billion. But I think more eyes are going to be on what they say about their Q2. So the quarter we're currently in, the street is kind of positioned at close to $27 billion of revenue. So I think that's going to be the really key number to look out for, is what they say about this coming quarter, and if they give any more specific numbers around the full year. Now, historically, they've kind of withheld from anything because the business is growing so quickly. It's hard to kind of put a forward estimate on it. So that Q2 number, kind of around $27 billion, I think if it isn't at or above the consensus number, then that kind of option spread you kind of talked about, it could be a little bit more skewed to the downside. So I think people are expecting them to say better than $27 billion.
Yeah, and UBS analyst there pointing out that in the last 4 quarters of last year, they beat consensus on average by about 20%. So we'll see if they can match that again.
Yeah, and it gets tougher and tougher every quarter because people are catching up with it and understanding a bit better where this business really is and how quickly it's growing.
What is the competitive threat to Nvidia at this point?
Yeah, I mean, right now it's kind of relatively limited, but it is growing. So if you think people like Meta, Amazon, Google, they're all huge customers of Nvidia, and they don't want to be spending all their money with somebody else. They want to be developing some of this stuff themselves. So they are all developing their own equivalent chips and offering those to their customers too. And then you've got people like AMD as well in the picture. So everybody is racing to kind of create their own rivals because they don't want to be hostage just to Nvidia. I think right now, Nvidia is still 70% plus of the overall market, but over time, the choices will increase. But I think Nvidia and investors in Nvidia are hoping that the market is going to get bigger and bigger, so that even if there is rivalry, there's still a huge amount of opportunity for Nvidia.
Okay, 70% of the market share, and hoping that market expands with chips at what, around $70,000 for a single Blackwell chip, the most sophisticated chip, according to some estimates.